This is more of an epic, you know.
Yeah.
Not in the way the kids say epic, just so we're clear. In this case, just sort of means like it's a little overlong. I mean epic in the like. Have you been forced to watch the Ten Commandments? It should be on soon. maybe run that. Yes, outdated slang.
I get to hold up my signs.
See, there was a time. Would you put your hands over your hoodie? The word nuts in any context beyond actual like ripe nuts was, I mean, from like a tree or wherever they come from, Brazil, is Charlie's Hand jokes. That was clearly an untoward thing to say in the 20s or 30s, especially if you meant it in frustration, which you would if you shouted "on nuts." I think in the Wizard of Oz, the Cowardly Lion at some point says something like "nuck," or he goes,
"Yeah, there's a
nuck," and the way that he stops it before he says it, and like, "Hey, censors," because the censors would grab anything. But there were other options, like our favorite, Nertz, which cannot be shouted in frustration enough. And in our modern world, one can only, we saw the Mythbusters about cursing when you get your hand put in the ice water. We know that it feels good to shout words like this. So we would like you to join us. I mean, you could do it at random if you want to. I can't stop you. We've dealt with hecklers before, but there's a time when it feels good as a group to do it, and I highly recommend joining in, and Abigail will be cute.
I will.
That.
Yes, hold up the sign.
Like the ring girl. Right.
That's right.
Prance around. This was written in New York or around in 1931. That may or may not be relevant later.
Probably will be.
Cheer up, gentle citizens, though you have no shirts. Happy days are here again. Cheer up, smile,
Nertz!
All aboard prosperity, giggle till it hurts. No more breadline charity. Cheer up, smile,
Nertz!
Cheer up, 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 cheer. Better times are here. Sunny smilers we must be. The optimist asserts. Let's kick that fathead heartily. Cheer up, smile.
Nertz!
Now, it's worth mentioning before we do the little interim section here, that everything has a beginning. You know, things that you maybe take for granted as being always in existence are things that had a beginning. It is said, for example, that in 1926, there's a newspaper article, that Mae Murray, any Mae Murray fans, girl with the bee-stung lips? No? Yeah. Such was her nickname in her silent stardom years, was said to have invented, not discovered, but invented, dunking a donut into coffee. She certainly popularized it, I'll give her that. There's no reason to lie about a thing like that, so it must have some kernel of truth to it, because why the hell else would you make that up? To the point where in 1926, it's not on our set list, but there's a song that went something along the lines of, when you dunk a donut, make it nice. Dunking donuts is a lot of fun. Now, some folks say it's wrong, but I know they lie, 'cause when they're alone, they dunk on the slide. If you're not a member of this famous club, then you're really living in a rut. You'll learn it quickly if you try, but just keep your wristwatch dry when you're dunking with the donuts, I guess. Anyway, it's an actual song. Harry Reeser and his 6 Jumping Jacks is the version I know, but you may know a different version. Anyway, I bring that up purely because it's not at random that the concept gets mentioned in this next little bit of the song. I mean, it was even in what Academy Award-winning Best Picture. What's the one? It Happened One Night. Right. Clark Gable, the Colette Colbert. There's a scene where he famously mansplains to her the concept, and that came out in like 35. So the thing was running. Oh yeah. This is more of a verse than a chorus. Sure, business is bunk. Yeah, you're right, Sarah. And Wall Street is sunk. We're all of us broke and ready to croak. We've nothing to dump. Can't even get drunk. We mentioned we did. And all the while they tell us to smile. So cheer up, gentle citizens, though you have no shirts. Happy days are here again. Cheer up, smile. Yes. All aboard prosperity, giggle till it hurts. No more breadline charity. Cheer up, smile. Yes. Cheer up, 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 cheer. Better times are here. Sunny smilers we must be. The optimist asserts, let's ship that fathead COD. Cheer up, smile. There's a line.
I thought they would just know by now.
Yeah, no.
I'll keep doing it.
I should say, we don't just do anti-prohibition songs. I know that it seems like we do, because there aren't that many pro-prohibition songs that are good or interesting or worth hearing. I'm not entirely sure these are, but people will at least seem to respond to these. The ones anti-prohibition tend to be a little more, pro-prohibition rather, it's very confusing. Needs come a little earlier before they won, including one that we found from 1903 that I bring up purely to note that words, like concepts, have beginnings that aren't necessarily where they ended up. Words that change contexts,
Yes.
like this one. For example, in this lovely song from 1903, are you ready?
I am ready. Some people have strange notions, as you perhaps may know, but just the queerest of the queer I wish to you to show. The first to claim attention is one who drinks his beer, yet claims to be a Christian. Now say, is he not queer? Is he not queer? Is he not queer? He claims to be a Christian, and yet he drinks his beer.
Now, clearly, contexts change. So when you hear queer used in the next little bit of the song we're actually doing, just know that it's from that earlier context, or it wouldn't make any sense to you. You would think, what? Why? That seems like a story worth digging into. And it turns out it's not, which is why we dug out of it. Okay, is that fair? There was a thing that happened. I said this happened. It was written in New York in 1931. There was a big stink. There was some judicial flim-flammery in that time, when it turned out it was discovered that judges and some cops in the New York district were arresting women who were just single out walking about for solicitation, as it was then known. When they were entirely innocent, but they would do this clever bit of legal switcheroo, and where they would essentially blackmail them not to mention that they had been picked up innocently for solicitation, which is illegal, you should know, to do a thing like that, to arrest a person for something that they did not do, and then cleverly have a thing going on with the judges to make sure that you could all make a little money off of it on the side. And the Hofstadter Committee of New York felt that was also a bad idea. Fortunately, which is weird. Normally that doesn't happen. So that I think was in the mind of the songwriter when they mentioned what they mentioned here in a bit here, yes? The world's in the red, we're better off dead. Depression, they say, is in session to stay. Our judges are queers, our banks disappeared. It occurs to me that's also topical. And all the while they tell us to smile. So cheer up, gentle citizen, though you have no shirts. Happy days are here again. Cheer up, smile.
Nertz!
All aboard prosperity. Giggle till it hurts. No more breadline charity. Cheer up, smile.
Nertz!
Cheer up, 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 cheer. Better times are here. Sunny smilers we must be. The optimist asserts. Let's kick that fat head. Let's kick that fat head out to sea. Cheer up, smile. Nerds.
That is the Rannygazoo Alice Restaurant.